I'm here with God's second favorite DJ, DJ Iron.
God likes me.
Yeah, because you know Clark Kent is God's favorite, right?
Hey, if he got the memo, if he loves it, if he likes it, I love it. I'm not mad at that, not at all.
We just want to hear more about your intern days at Bad Boy. You know, Diddy is in the city at Howard's commencement. So we want to hear more about the DJ Iron days at Bad Boy.
To be very honest, there aren't any DJ Iron days at Bad Boy. They were actually at Uptown. And what happened was, I saw Puffy at the time. He'd already left school and he was working at Uptown, and it was Howard Homecoming. And he was like escorting Heavy D around. Like, it wasn't like escorting him, but he was doing something for Heavy D. And I just caught up with him, and I just was walking with him, and I just started talking about Uptown. And I was talking about all the stuff they were doing and how how powerful it was, and how, you know, New Jack Swing was huge, and how they were able to make Heavy D both work on a street level and work in, you know, middle America. And he just stops like, man, somebody who doesn't work there, you know an awful lot. I was like, man, I just read the trade magazines and the back of the records, and whatever I hear about what's going up there, I just pay close attention to. I was like, I want an internship. He says, okay, when you're ready to come, call me and you come, because you give me a card. I stay in contact with him briefly. I can't pretend like we talk on the phone for hours and stuff like that. But one day I was like, yo, it's almost, you know, semester's over, I'm ready to internship. He said, okay, well, if you want to come, be here on Monday. I'm like, okay. So I took every penny I had in the bank. I had about a little over $3,000. I took that out of the bank. I packed a bag full of clothes, one plastic spoon, a plastic plate, a plastic cup, and I went to New York. But hold on, I'm missing a point. Before that, me and my friends went to New York to try to find some type of apartment or something, and it kind of failed, to be very honest. And when I went up there, I just had one other place that would possibly rent to me, so I had sent them the check for it, and I lived in Chelsea, West 23rd and 6th Avenue, right next to the Chelsea Hotel, at least 2 buildings down from the Chelsea Hotel. It was a 1-bedroom apartment where the door, the stove couldn't open all the way. You know how a stove door opens to flat, it couldn't open that much. And I showed up there on Monday. I was there at 9 in the morning, but it's the recording industry, and I'm dumb. No one's there at 9 in the morning. So I literally just sat there for about 2 hours until they showed up, and I'm like, I'm here. He's like, okay. He didn't even give me a desk. I sat at the edge of his desk.
Wow.
And
you sat at the edge of Diddy's desk.
I sat at the edge of Puff's desk, and
Puff, yeah.
I watched him operate. It was amazing because he just believed. He really believed. He was happy with the position he had. He he was working on the Finesse and Sequence album that never came out. The track masters were producing that, and Chubb Rock was doing the bulk of the writing. Mary J. Blige had only recorded Real Love and You Remind Me, and Jodeci had just come out, and The Office was feeling some sort of way because the first single, which is an up-tempo single for Jodeci, was flopping. It wasn't working.
What song was that?
I forget what their first, that proves something. It was the first single. I can't remember. It was Gotta Love. I Gotta Love. I Gotta Love. And it was an up-tempo one, and I think Puff was, of course, very big in the direction of what they looked like, and that they looked so more like a rapper with an R&B group and stuff like that. It was in the rain with these Jeeps and all this stuff, and it wasn't translating. Stay was the first record, and Forever My Lady were the records that really catapulted Jodeci. While I was there, I was getting to know Andre Harrell as well. He had a movie coming out called Strictly Business, but he was fumbling with the title. He wasn't 100% pleased with it, so I told him, name the movie Power Moves, and he loved the idea. And he had mentally, I don't know if he wrote it down or told anybody, but he changed the name of the movie for about a week. He ended up changing it back to Strictly Business, but Power Moves sounded good to him. One of the greatest things I learned from Puff was, I can't say I learned it because I don't think I had it at the time, but and I'm still not 100% sure if I have it, but one thing I do know that he's very big on is he'd rather learn in the fire. He's not going to wait. And I think all of us need to learn that. He's not going to wait. He's not going to be like, wait till I'm ready to do it. He'll just baptize himself in the flame of it. He was on the phone begging nice and smooth to let him manage them. And I'm looking at him like, you don't know how to manage artists. I mean, but he in his mind he could, and if so, why not? You know, why not think he could? And he was begging them to manage him, and they were like, nah. But he went on to do some amazing things. One of the most important things I saw was him and Jessica Rosenblum doing the Red Zone. I forget what night at Red Zone. I think it was Thursday, but Red Zone in New York was huge. A lot of hip hop acts performing, and honestly, the beginning of Funkmaster Flex as a powerhouse DJ. He'd always worked for Chuck Chill Out and stuff like that, kind of warming up and was building a name. But I think he really solidified his name, and before his Hot 97 presence, definitely at the Red Zone. Huge night, huge hip hop night. Still some of the best party experiences I ever had. And the funny thing, at that time, I wasn't DJing on the radio. I was literally just DJing for me. And I hadn't even done a party yet. So I was just, you know, a great DJ for myself. And I used to get angry because I didn't understand the science of it. You know, the science of the club is you play familiar records. Yeah, you sprinkle in some unknown records, but the bulk of the night, it's familiar records. Records you swear up and down you're sick and tired of. And as a DJ, you think, oh, I'm going to play the new. That's not what it's about. I remember he let Lord Finesse DJ for a while. Lord Finesse came in playing all these great new records. And then Puffy had to, you know, whisper in his ear to pull him off, and Funkmaster Flex had to save the night. And in that whole thing, it was just amazing to watch him grow, and he had a vision. And if he didn't have the information, he didn't mind asking someone else to help him create that information. His first baby mother, Misa, would help him with styling. You know, he always had a sense of clothing, but it's always to get input from other people, and she had an amazing sense of clothing. It was beautiful too. I can't lie, Puff. First time Misa came to the office, I was like, holy cow, I didn't know they made girls mix like that. I'd never seen nothing like that, not in DC. So she was absolutely gorgeous, and she had a wonderful sense of style. And just to see the people coming in and out of his office and watching what they did later, like Dream Hampton, Eddie F, in and out of the office. That's where I heard the Pete Rock and CL Smooth demo. I listened to it every day. I couldn't believe that he was able to put all those records together, and it was seamless, and it was all in chorus. It was amazing. But if we get anything we can learn from Puffy, Diddy, Sean Combs, Dr. Combs, is that it's possible. It's all possible. It's all possible. And learn to just forge yourself in the flame. Stop waiting.